SMT Nation, we back. Nation, in today's video, I want to discuss a topic that came up in the Q3 earnings for T-Mobile today, or whenever you're watching this. I found it interesting. It kind of lets us know what T-Mobile is doing in the consumer postpaid wireless space. You know, how they're competing, how they look at the market, how they make their money, right? Increasing revenue, you know, how are they going to get customers, that type of thing. So I found it interesting. I wanted to discuss it. It's just a simple statement from the CEO during their earnings call, but man, this kind of tells you everything you need to know about what they're going to be doing in advertisements and promotions moving forward. What I'll do for you guys here, I'll put some kind of a reference material to the earnings call. I'll get you guys a link or something. You'll find it in the description box, and then ways to support us can also be found in the description. Okay, so the statement from CEO Mike Sievert, and I think it was also reinforced by some of the other executives. I think it might have possibly been John Fryer. He's the head of the consumer side. It may have also been the CFO. They were talking about it as well. The iPhone 15 appears to be the driving force of T-Mobile's increase in revenue and their free cash flow. They're leveraging a smartphone to create those additional revenue streams. And it's a pretty simple concept. Here's what they're doing. T-Mobile has a $90 smartphone plan, industry's most expensive smartphone plan. They followed that up by creating a $100 smartphone plan, right? And really the main thing for that 5G Go 5G Next plan, whatever it's called, with the that includes like the early upgrade iPhones and Galaxies, whatever. They're leveraging smartphone upgrades as a monetization tool, right? So you want to get yourself into the newest phone each year. You want to get yourself into the cutting edge tech, right? Better cameras, better displays, new fresh battery, blah, blah, blah. Just go on and on. They'll do that for you. They'll get you into that deal with that deal on the table, but you got to take their most expensive plan. That's how they're driving incremental revenue improvements, right? So it's not through the plan necessarily. They're leveraging the phone to get you on the plan. And what T-Mobile has noticed, and they saw this with AT&T, and that's why I call T-Mobile AT&T Junior. They see what people are willing to do just to get a quote-unquote deal on a phone, right? AT&T has enjoyed incredible growth, even profitable growth, even when you consider that they're giving people these incredible deals, right? Trade in any iPhone and get $800 and trade in, or $1,000, any customer, new or existing. T-Mobile's doing the same thing, but they're only doing it with certain customers who are willing to take the most expensive plan, right? That's what separates AT&T from T-Mobile, right? AT&T willing to give it to anybody, including folks on the starter unlimited, right? Compared to, say, for example, their premium offer. So that is what T-Mobile is doing. That's their ace of spades. It's getting people on the most expensive plan by luring them with a smartphone. Now, what does that do to your bill, right? Your plan's $100 just to have the latest and greatest iPhone annually. And people are willing to cough up the extra money on a monthly installment, keep themselves into a newer phone. That's literally what their answer was in respect to profitabilities and margins. Getting people to go up in the rate card to take advantage of higher level promotions on devices. Now, is this the way to go? Is this effective? Well, they've crunched the numbers and they believe so. But this is further evidence and proof that the industry has plateaued. There's not much left for them to explore. Now, they got the T-Mobile Home Internet, and, you know, obviously it really backfired, but they try to get people on newer plans with the forced migrations. And there's not really other levers for them to pull, right? What are you going to do? You're going to start charging people for their free lines? Are you going to start increasing old legacy rate plans? Those are the last levers to pull, right? Before you start doing those things. That's really all that's left. So that, and they went on to talk about the network and how it relates to these new phones. You know, these are the best phones. They've got all these advanced 5G features. We've got this 5G network. This is how they're going to sell it to you if you go into the T-Mobile store. You want to get this great deal on this iPhone. This iPhone is tremendous on our network. 5G standalone and all these carrier aggregations and bandwidth and voice over NR and all this cutting edge tech, and it's in this phone. And we've got the network, right? They're pairing those things together. So they're leveraging the smartphone and they're pairing it with the plan, and they're telling you this is what you need and this is the take rate, this is the price, right? So it's an interesting proposition. Of course, neither T-Mobile nor AT&T nor Verizon will ever tell you how many customers, what percentage of customers are taking these new rate plans, these expensive, very premium rate plans. They're just going to tell you the uptake rate is great. We're satisfied. We love it, right? They never give you a number. And so we'll never know. But what I can do is, with the sources I have who are within retail, kind of get an idea of what customers think of those plans and are they willing to take to it. And I think we'd probably be surprised. A fair number of folks will take advantage of deals and will, want that phone deal and will take to the more expensive plan. I'm not saying it's a high number, a majority percentage. I'm just saying it'll be offered, or else they wouldn't do it, right? If it didn't work. So I thought that was interesting, but you guys can tell me what you think about like how they leverage the iPhone 15 and these new 5G features with their network proposition and the phone with the plan pricing and premium and all of that. Love to hear what you guys have to say on this. You all the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.